What does it mean to be an architect? It captures people's imagination, I think. Does it simply mean putting lines into paper or wearing all blacks with circle specs? First and foremost, architecture does affect people in ways that maybe architects understand only after the building is built. To be an architect means to be one with the built environment. Knowing the building before putting pen into paper. Visualizing the city before it was even constructed. Today, we will talk about architecture, converting idea into reality. Oh, but before we start, let me tell you about the history of architecture. Prehistoric architecture. The birth of architecture was so sweet and simple, a design so magnificent that none ever has tried to beat. To the primitive hut, the concept explores the anthropological relationship between human and the natural environment as the fundamental basis for the creation of architecture. Egyptian architecture. Pyramids. Chopped off top and you have a new design. It was an era for gods and divine pharaohs. Mud bricks and limestones aligned to constellations. It was built along the Nile in the pyramid formation. Greek and Roman architecture. They say that pyramids are cool, but they lack in practicality. With the Greeks and Romans, they have decided to build for immortality. From the Parthenon to the Pantheon and the Imperial Forum, you'll see all the decorum in their town plan. Renaissance architecture. Welcome to the Renaissance. Here we have a new objective. Brunelleschi, a Florentine architect, led the way with a perspective filled with linears, artistic expression at its core, and some things to adore with a bunch of form and architecture. Industrial Revolution architecture. Iron and steel helped building stocks grew. Crystal Palace, Eiffel Tower, and other bridges named. New innovations like the high-rise made cities grow to unprecedented size. Modern architecture. Here we can see that less is more. Strip all ornament, built for the masses, steel and glass facades there is to admire. Present-day architecture. The past shaped the present and now we're here today. Building in new ways with environmental standards, sustainable sites, LEED certified, recycled materials which are locally supplied. The future looks bright with less limitations. Architecture is evolving with more applications. This leads us to the services there is with architecture. As firms restructure and plan for the future, the needs and wants of the owner, occupant, and user should move to the organization of the design process. To provide better services, here, relationships matter. Architects and the clients agree on the critical nature of these relationships, and their business reporting confirms a substantial amount of repeat business within the profession. We focus on what owners prioritize in their decision-making. Architects would significantly benefit from framing discussions around experience, function, and performance, perhaps even more so than the visual aspects of their work. We highlight what clients explicitly want and demonstrate collaborative approaches. Lastly, we diversify service area. Architecture firms are becoming more multidisciplinary as they take on a larger breadth of services such as engineering and interior design, once less prevalent in-house offerings. We don't just need shelter, we need an atmosphere. We live to be inspired. We are here to remind you to never lose your ambition. It's not, four walls and a roof. There's more into it. There's life into it. This is architecture.